Welcome back to the YouTube! Welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are good. In today's video, we're going to be looking at things boys do, but don't tell you. So girls, if you're watching and you're curious, make sure you stick around to the end. And boys, if you want to know things other boys do that you don't know about, stick around to the end. It might interest you. Before we start, guys, I just want to point this out. Of all of you guys that watch my videos, just a measly 24.6% of you are subscribed. I would like to get that to 100% one day. So if you watch my videos and you enjoy them, then please do subscribe and become a member for Henry. Subscribe! Okay, the first thing that boys do, but they don't tell you, is send pictures of their poo. This is oh, God, it's actually quite funny. I don't know why we do this. It's something I've done. It's something I've definitely done before. I haven't done it in a while. Sometimes you just want to show off how big and amazing your poo is to your friends. And no more questions. No more questions. 0.1% of boys wear jeans for more than a month. Is it time to wash them yet? Yeah, to be fair, I do that. To be honest, I think these aren't jeans, but I'm pretty sure I've worn these. Maybe not a month, but close to that. But like, if they're not sweaty and they pass the sniff test where you sniff them and they don't smell bad, do they need a clean? You know? Is it really necessary? 2% of boys pick their toenails. Yes, I've definitely done this. And my mum hates it. Boys are disgusting, aren't they? Much worse than picking your nails. Yes, it probably is. 5% of boys pee in the sink. Do they? Well, even if a toilet is available, they would pee in a sink. I think I've probably done that when I was drunk. I don't know. I wouldn't do it normally. This is meant for washing your hands, not urinating. Yes, I know what it's for. Boys are disgusting. I think that's what we're going to establish in this video. Boys are bloody disgusting. 8% of boys use deodorant instead of showering. This is not a hygienic replacement. 8% of boys, so they just don't shower or bath. They will literally just constantly use deodorant. That is poor. I'm definitely not in that 8% of boys that do that. That's crazy. You'd feel sticky though, wouldn't you? You'd feel, if you didn't clean, you'd feel sticky. It's not just about the smell. God damn. 8% of boys send explicit photos. Yep. Yes, I've done that, but not before I became an adult. I wouldn't recommend it though. Don't feel pressured to send anything you don't want to. There you go. 9% of boys don't wash their hands after the toilet. Well, I do. One germ can multiply into 8 million germs in one day. Well, that's why I wash my hands. All right, video, I do wash my hands. God, this video's like my mum. 12% of boys wipe snot on their sleeve. Get a handkerchief instead. Well, if I don't have a handkerchief, what else do? I have to get up and... Oh, God. You know when you sneeze and you don't have a tissue and it's just like loads of snot? It's bad. It's bad. And you have to just like get up and like hope no one looks at you. 15% of boys turn dirty boxes inside out. Then you can reuse them. Okay, I'm definitely not in that 15%. I've never done that before. The only time I would feel the need to do that is if I didn't have any other boxes. But if you've got a fresh pair, then just put the fresh pair on. Why are boys so disgusting? Don't forget, guys, the last one is very interesting. So make sure you stick around to the end to find out what it is. 15% of boys don't wash their face. Washing your face is crucial for good skin health. Who doesn't wash their face? How can you even avoid washing your face? Like if you go in the shower, you can't not, can you? Because it hits you. It just hits you. 15% of boys talk to themselves in the mirror. A bit of motivational speech always helps. No, I don't think I ever have done this because I'm not a psychopath. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever spoken to yourself in the mirror? 16% of boys sniff their armpits. Is it time to take a shower yet? I mean, you can't not. I'm not doing it out of like a weird kink or anything. I'm not going... Oh, yeah! It's like, I'm doing it because I want to know if I smell. Because if I smell, I want to spray some deodorant on. 18% of boys neglect their feet. Feet! Men are a lot less likely to address problems like athlete's foot. Well, there you go. Luckily, I don't have any problems with my feet. I'm not saying they're God's feet. They're definitely not. And they probably smell. And they've probably got dead skin. And I don't know. I've probably got a load of diseases, to be honest. But they're not that bad. 18% of boys pleasuring self in a sock. Watch out for crusty socks. See, I've never understood this. I've never understood why you'd want to use a sock. A sock is like dry, and then obviously you're making it crusty afterwards. Why would you do that to your sock? Imagine if you forgot which socks you'd used, and you just put them on one day, and you're like, oh, this one's a bit crusty. Oh, God, that'd be horrible. Yeah, I've never understood what's wrong with the good old hand. Oh, this video's weird. 20% of boys leave fingernails lying around. At least clean them up. Yeah, to be fair, I probably am a victim of this. This video is making me realize I'm disgusting. Oh, God. I have a habit of biting my fingernails and then just spitting them out. That's bad, isn't it? That is bad. Oh, God. I need to change. 24% of boys hating their girl's male friend. Some jealousy may come into play here. Interesting. No, I wouldn't say... I wouldn't really say I'm the jealous type. 25% of boys scratching their bum, then smelling. Ooh, this isn't very nice. What? Yeah. I would say this is very similar to like the sniffing your armpits one, but it's not. Because obviously your bum, your asshole is going to smell horrible. 34% of boys try out women's cosmetics. Sometimes they wonder how women spend so much on this. No, I can honestly say I've never tried putting on women's makeup. It's never interested me, never fascinated me. But some boys it does, and that's all right. 34% of boys pose in the mirror, especially after a gym session. I think I have done that. You just want to see your gains. 35% of boys sit down to pee. Sometimes they like to take their time. You know what? That's fair enough. The only time I do this is if I also need a number 2. So if I need a poo and I need a wee, then I might as well sit down and get it all done. But if I just need a wee, then I'll stand up. Like, I'm not going to sit down. It's just... it's a bit weird, isn't it? 37% of boys snot rockets in the shower. That is so gross. If you're in the shower, you can just blow your nose into your hands and then wash your hands. Oh, that's grim, actually, isn't it? That is so bad. You know what? I'm just glad that this video isn't going out to potentially millions of people. You know, it's not like I'm... Oh, God. 38% of boys don't lift the toilet seat. Apparently, they forgot. I've never understood this because I live with my mum and my sister. They don't care how I leave the toilet seat. They just don't care. So it's never been an issue for me. But for some boys, I think it is. 40% of boys wear dirty clothes. No one will find out. Or will they? When we say dirty clothes, what are we talking? There's like poo on them or something? I don't wear dirty clothes. I wear clean clothes. Apart from my trousers that haven't been washed in a month. 40% of boys groom their eyebrows. A lot of men are on the same quest for good eyebrows as women. I do sometimes. I need to do it at the moment. You can't really see because my eyebrows are very blonde. But when I get up close, you can see that I have a slight monobrow. Can you see it? 42% of boys try women's clothing. Some males want to know if they would look good wearing a bra. Well, I have done this, but only because it's my job. I dress up as different characters, and some of those characters are women. I can say I've never done it, though, without filming a video. 45% of boys act like a child. I don't know what you mean, video. Sometimes men mess with each other like kids. Well, yeah, life's too short. You gotta have fun. Be a child. 51% of boys eat weird things. Have you ever tried tinned mackerel straight from the tin? Well, define weird, right? Because I've grown up in an environment where my mum got me to try loads of different and new things. She used to be a chef. I'm very lucky growing up. So that, to me, mackerel isn't actually that weird. I suppose straight from a tin kind of is weird, now that I think about it. So yes, all right, I'm one of those people. 55% of boys pick their nose and eat it. That's a lot of boys that do that. I mean, I've done that. I mean, we've all tried it, right? Right? The more this video goes on, the more I'm just genuinely disgusted with myself. I need to change. 60% of boys do messy shaving. Clean up the whiskers that fall into the sink afterwards. Okay, now that I do. If I was somebody else and I came up to the sink and there was just a load of pubes and whiskers all over the sink, that would really piss me off. So I do that. All right? I'm not that bad. 60% of boys pee from a distance. What better way to practice your marksmanship? No, I don't do that if I'm inside, you know, like with the toilet. I would do if I was peeing outside. Who can get the furthest distance? I wonder what the world record for the longest pee is. That is one for the Guinness World Book of Records, isn't it? 60% of boys get naked when they're home alone. I definitely used to when I was younger. It was just my favorite thing to just run around the house naked. Because why wouldn't you? And then all of a sudden you get a surprise visit from your grandma and it makes you rethink your life plans. 63% of boys snore. I don't snore. And I've been told the exact opposite, that by my friends, that it's actually scary. And one of my friends woke me up once because he thought I was dead. That's how quiet I was. 40% of adult men and only 24% of adult women are snorers. Well, I did not know that. 67% of boys ignore a text for days. Then they claim the text didn't send properly. Oh yeah, no, I am not that kind of boy. If I get a text, I want to reply to it as soon as possible. And if I can't reply to it at that point, I won't open it so that it reminds me later to then open it. I don't think I'll ever go longer than a day without replying. That's just mental. Some people are shit at texting though, aren't they? 68% of boys play with their pubes. Ooh, don't leave any pubes lying around. What do you mean? Well, like they cut them off and then play with them? They cut them off and then staple them to their face so it's like a beard. No, I don't do that. 69% of boys wear the same clothes to the gym. How many times can you wear them in the gym? What, as in without washing them? Ooh. Probably not many times, because if you go to the gym, then you're exercising, you're sweating, and then you're going to stink of BO. 70% of boys scratch their balls. Sometimes there is an irresistible itch. Well, yeah. Girls, what do you expect us to do? You probably scratch your minge if it's itchy, don't you? 70% of boys talk to their mums about women. Mums know best. That is very true. That is very true. I have done that. If you're having girl problems or boy problems, sometimes it's good to talk to your mum. They might give you some good advice. 72% of boys pee in the shower, as long as the shower is on while you do it. Yeah, imagine doing it without the shower being on. That would just be very strange. Yes, I have done that. I have done that before, because sometimes you're in the shower, you need a wee, and you can't be bothered to stop the shower just to get out and go for a wee. You're just like, I'm standing in a toilet, essentially. All the rubbish is going down the drain. I feel like being lazy. I'm going to piss in the shower. Well, I have never shat in the shower, though. That's a different level. Is that at the end of the video? Maybe. 76% of boys gossip. Men love to chat too. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I think girls do it more than guys. Or maybe they don't. Maybe that's just a misconception. But yeah, I've definitely gossiped. Apparently 76% of boys do it, so there you go. 78% of boys sing out loud, especially in the shower or while cooking. Yeah, or when you're in the car. That's another premium time to do it, because nobody can hear you. 80% of boys sniff clothes to see if they smell. Is it acceptable to wear this again? Exactly. You give it the sniff test. It's the best test ever. It's efficient. It's accurate. Because if it smells, then you're like, right, well, I can't wear this. The only time it's not accurate is if you can't smell. Or if your sense of smell is shit, which, to be fair, mine actually isn't the best. But people like to hang around me still, so I can't smell that bad. 82% of boys like to fantasize about women. Have you ever had a dream about your crush? Yeah, I have. I have lots of times, actually. I feel like that's just a part of growing up, though. Part of hitting puberty, becoming a teenager. 82% of boys smell their own farts, then rate it out of 10. Oh my god, if you've got a brother, yeah, they definitely do this. I don't actually have a brother. I am the brother. I do it. 87% of boys watch porn. A new porn film is created in the US every 39 minutes. That's crazy. Well, yeah. I mean, come on. Like, yes. I've done that, all right? To be honest, I'm surprised it's not more than 87% of boys. That seems like a low number. Unless they're religious, I guess. 89% of boys hiding morning wood. So, if you don't know, morning wood is when you wake up with an erection. This can be a tricky one to explain. Yeah, I mean, you'd hope your parents don't, like, barge into your room in the morning anyway. It can be quite embarrassing. 90% of boys scratch their beard just so you can watch the dandruff fall out. Yeah, I mean, I scratch my beard sometimes. It's not really, to be honest, it's not much of a beard. I'd call it stubble. 91% of boys cyber stalk their love interests. Women aren't the only ones to keep tabs on their partners. Yeah, that's just weird. Anyone with a laptop and access to internet is a threat. It's just scary what you can do. 95% of boys let their tears flow. Women cry nearly twice as much as the opposite sex. Yeah, I've never understood this, because you get some parents and some boys that are like, no, I'm not going to cry, it's for girls. In reality, like, everyone needs to cry. In fact, you should cry. It lets your emotions out. You feel a lot better after you've done it. It's just a good thing to do, all right? All right? 98% of boys touch their junk. What's the fascination with touching themselves all the time? Sometimes it's good to. You want to make sure you don't have a third testicle or something. Also, it feels good. And finally, we have made it to the last one, guys. And this is 100% of boys, so everybody does this. Get jealous. So I did actually say earlier in the video, I don't get jealous, but I suppose I do. Everybody does. It's hard not to sometimes, but you can be, I feel like you could be a good kind of jealous and a bad kind of jealous. You could be envious of someone and think, wow, they're really successful in life. I want to be like them. But I feel like sometimes you can be jealous of someone and then dislike them because you're jealous of them. Then that's not fair. That's not fair on that person. That is the end of the video, guys. Bit of a different one. I've figured out, I think, that I'm actually more disgusting than I thought. Yeah, I need to make some life changes. I'm gonna do something about it. Maybe we'll refilm this video in a year's time and see if I've changed anything. Right, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Before we go, don't forget to like and subscribe if I made you laugh. Take it easy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!